Howdy folks, Kevin here, coming to you today with a kind of a channel update, maybe a personal update about what's been going on with me. It's been a while since I've posted to this channel, and I'm going to try and change that. I've just, back at the start of February, I got a lot of contracts, which is always great. It's always nice to have work. I'll touch on that a little bit more later, but it basically took over everything, and I just haven't had time or mainly energy to focus on working on this channel. But things have kind of slowed down a little bit more, so I do have more time for this, and so I wanted to give you all a quick little update about what's going on. I just finished on my testing course. I've been working on this testing in action package, and I just finished the final module, module 7 for it, which is all about testing the login page. Got these out there, and so this whole package is finally done, which is really nice to have done because a lot of people have bought the early access, and I'm happy to have those videos out there for them now. Next up is going to be professional level testing modules, but that's going to be in a little bit because I want to take care of a few more things. One of those is the web app testing guidebook. But before I get to that, I will mention the Inaction Package. I've got 50% off of it from today until tomorrow night, Friday night. That's the 5th. Yeah, so if you see this before now, grab the coupon. It's already placed. After that, it's going to be gone. It'll be up to some other number, maybe 147. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it at a discount. We'll see. Anyway, the other thing that I'm going to be working on next, now that I got those videos done, is this guidebook, which is here, which is what the videos are based on. I've got about 4 or 5 more chapter updates to make to transition it from synchronous mode to asynchronous mode. There are some things that are kind of frustrating because I'm having to explain asynchronous mode a little bit more, so I'm having to actually add some new content. It's not just switching from sync to async, it's actually adding a little bit more content around how asynchronous mode works, because it does take a little bit of extra effort, extra knowledge. But I'm making that update. I should have this out in the next couple weeks. So anybody who has already bought the book, you'll get the update automatically for free. If not, check out the book. I'm proud of it, and as I'm going through all the chapters and stuff, I'm like, hey, I added some pretty good information in there. So yeah, have a look at it. What's next for me? So after I get this guidebook updated, I will go back and start working on these final 6 modules. I'm aiming for like 1 module a month, so this will put me through the end of the year. I don't know, maybe I could do more than that. It just depends, but hopefully I can get these modules done and get this course finished so that when people look at this, this is actually true that it releases in late 2022. Oh man. And when I click on the button, this is actually a button. That's for dumb. The other thing I'm working on is I want to get more videos on this channel, just small tech videos, specifically around testing, but also the article reviews that I've been doing. I did 3 of them earlier this year. Those work out pretty well, and people seem to enjoy them, so I'm going to keep going with them. Hopefully I'll have a new article out next week. I think I'm going to release Tuesdays around 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, U.S. time. Seems to be when a fair number of people are on, so get that released for y'all and hopefully get some sort of cadence. Maybe a video a week, maybe a video every 2 weeks. I don't know. It's so hard to plan these things because like my current schedule is great and I can plan according to my current schedule, but that lasts for about 3 days, and then I have a new schedule depending on just how life changes. So it's hard to plan these things, and I'm just trying to do the best I can. Also, I am available for consulting right now. I've got a lot of availability. So if you are interested in having a little bit of help with your test automation or any sort of front-end work, front-end testing work, anything regarding the front end, I'm happy to help out. I've learned so many lessons over the past decade and a half. I've been at this for 15 years now. I was just thinking about that because I started in 2007. I graduated in college in 2006. Oh man, so 16 years I've been doing this. So a lot of lessons learned along the way, and hopefully I can share those lessons and help avoid mistakes that I've had to learn the hard way. Speaking of mistakes that I've learned the hard way, I'm hoping to give a presentation through Code Mentor about what makes UI testing complicated, otherwise known as cautionary tales in UI testing, because I have learned some things about UI testing over the past few years, and it's really complicated. And I think somewhere along here, this is part of the presentation, what testing is sold as versus the reality. It's sold as a slightly complex practice that will prevent a majority of bugs, but in the reality, it's an incredibly complex practice that might prevent a few bugs. Is it still worth it? I think so, but it's really important to not oversell it and not oversell yourself on how it will solve every problem you've ever had with testing. It won't, and it's really complicated to make it work. And so I've been putting together this document about why is it so complicated, because we've got flaky data, we've got loose coupling, we've got tests that either don't prove anything or they're always breaking, and that's regards to like mocking. And when you're doing UI testing, it's testing so many different things. You think it's just testing the front end of the website. You think it's just testing the HTML, the JavaScript. But in most cases, it's testing the server, the database, the API, the way the browser works, all the data. It's got all these layers to it. And it's so easy to fool ourselves into thinking, oh, it's just testing HTML. No, it's testing so much more than that. So being aware of that and trying to reduce how much it's testing, or embrace how much it's testing, and but don't try and test everything. Just be like, okay, I want to test a few things. Anyway, that's the presentation I want to give. I'm going to link to this gist down in the description. So if you want to take a look at it and, add comments to the bottom if you're interested. Yeah, that's what I've been up to, and hopefully I'll have a new video out about an article. I think it's going to be on shift left testing clarified. That's a pretty good one. Yeah, I've got a queue of several articles. If you have any articles you'd like me to review, send me a comment. And until next time, have fun testing.